Yeah, good evening, friends. So myself, Dr. U. Seshadri. I have total 18 years of teaching experience. 18 years of teaching experience. I am AWS certified trainer. At associate level. At associate level. See, I am providing the training at associate level. This training is the 40 days of the training. 40 days of the training. This training is 40 days of the training. See, in my training, I'm providing once you register the codes, then every day class recording videos, you got it. Class recording videos, you got it. And every day class notes, you got it. And at the end of the training, you got, that is when you are attempting the AWS interview, then how the interview questions are asking and the answers I am providing. That is AWS interview questions and answers I am providing. Questions and answers I am providing. And at the end of this training, I am providing. After completion of your training, then your practice very perfect and you are prepared well. Then you are trying to attempt the global certification exam. Then you are attempting the AWS practitioner or AWS associate level. Then I am providing the previous questions and answers I am providing. Around 800 pages I am providing. Around 800 pages AWS terms I am providing. See, whatever the sessions each and every day with hands-on, I have to explain every day session, 40 to 45 days hours it is taking the train. Here each and every session, screenshot explanation, that is each and every topic, screenshot explanation I am providing. Explanation I am providing at the end of the training. This is once you registered the codes, in my side, I am providing those things. Fine, fine. This is the day one demo session, friends. This is the day one demo session. In this day one demo session, I have to explain what is cloud computing. I have to explain the concept. What is cloud computing? How to launch the servers. That concept I have to know. That is, in this is the day one demo session. This is the day one demo session. In this demo session, I am defining what is cloud computing. What is cloud computing? You know, what is the cloud computing? The cloud computing, which is defined as for storing and accessing of data and computing services over the internet connection. Over the internet connection. That is the cloud computing. It is defined as storing and accessing of data and computing services over the internet connection. See, without internet connection, you can't access the data. We can't access the compute services. That is, for defining the cloud computing, which is defined as, if you want to store the data, we can store it. If you want to accessing the data, we can access the data, and we have to use the computing services with the help of the internet connection. See, without internet connection, we can't access your data. We can't use your computing services. See, if we are using the cloud computing, we cannot store any data on your personal computer. The cloud computing, which is providing the on-demand availability of computing services, it is providing. What it is providing? That is, it is on demand. It is providing the on-demand availability of computing services. On-demand availability of computing services is nothing but like if you need the servlets, then it is providing the servers. If you want to store the data, we can store the data using the storage. That is, the storage can be provided. If you want to access the database, we can also access the database using the cloud computing. That is, if you want to connect the MySQL, if you want to connect the SQL, if you want to connect the IBM database to, you can connect it using the cloud computing. If you want to use the networking, we can also use the networking. Like that, that is the cloud computing, which is providing on-demand availability of computing services. Like as per your needs, it is providing the servers, it is providing the data storage, it is providing the database, it is providing the networking, it's also providing the serverless computing. It is providing based on demand availability of computing services can be provided. Sir, what is the main purpose of the cloud computing is? The main purpose of the cloud computing is to give access to data centers to many users. See, the AWS is the #1 cloud platform. How the AWS is providing their services globally? That is with the help of their data centers. See, in our India, Mumbai region is one data center. On that data center, they are connecting n number of users are connected. They are accessing their services. How they are accessing their services? With the help of their data centers. That the main purpose of the cloud computing is to give access to data centers to many users. So what I am saying that, I am saying the point is the main purpose of the cloud computing, is to give access to data centers to many users. That is, n number of users are connecting, n number of users are accessing their services, accessing the cloud services. Users can also access data from remote servers also. Sir, what are the examples which are comes under the cloud computing is, I am providing the popular public cloud examples I am providing. That is Amazon Web Services. AWS is nothing but the Amazon Web Services. Azure, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, IBM, right? Those are some examples for the cloud computing, right? So right now I am defining what is cloud computing. The cloud computing, which is defined as for storing and accessing data and computing services over the internet connection. Without internet connection, you can't store the data, you can't access the data, you are not using the services also. See, the cloud computing, which is providing on-demand availability of the services can be provided. If that is nothing but like you need the servers, it is providing. You need the database, it is providing. You need the networking, it is providing. If you want to create the users, we can also create it using the AWS or using Azure or using Google Cloud. That the main purpose of the cloud computing is on-demand availability of computing services is providing. Like the servers are providing, data storage is providing, databases are providing, networking is providing, like that. Whatever the service it is required, it is providing the cloud computing on-demand availability of computing services are providing. So the examples I am saying that those are the popular public cloud examples I am representing for the cloud computing. See, in this session, what I am saying is the cloud computing, which is providing on-demand availability of computing services, like the servers are provided. Sir, I need to launch, just I am saying the example, I need to launch and connect the Windows server. Using the AWS. Sir, for that, what are the steps we have to follow? For that, what are the steps we have to follow? Using the AWS. This is the day one demonstration, friends. See, to launch and connect the Windows server using the AWS, I had to open my AWS account. I'll click on Management Console. I'll tell you in upcoming session how to create your AWS free tier account also. Sign into the console. Whatever the mail ID I am using for my AWS account, I have to enter the mail ID and the password. See, friends, this is my AWS account. This is my AWS account, right? Those are nothing but the regions that those are recently visited services in my AWS account. Fine, fine. Now, what is my today's session is cloud computing, which is providing on-demand availability of computing services. Like you need the servlets, it is providing. You need that data storage, we can also store the data. If you want to connect the database, you can connect the database as per your requirement. That is, in this session, I am showing with hands-on how we have to connect the Windows server, how to launch and connect the Windows server. You are using the AWS. AWS is the #1 cloud platform throughout the worldwide. I'll tell you in upcoming session in details also how many reasons are there, how many availability zones are there throughout the worldwide. I have to explain in upcoming session. See, in this demo session, I have to explain how to launch and connect the Windows server. How to launch and connect the Windows server. This is my AWS account, friend. See, if you click on this one, here it is providing in my AWS account, those are the reasons are there. Those are the reasons are there. North Virginia region is there, California region is there, Mumbai region, Singapore region, Sydney region, Canada Central, those many regions are there. Each and every region, they are providing their services. Whoever the providing the services, that person is nothing but the provider. Here, AWS is providing the services, he is the provider. If Azure is providing the service, that person is the provider. Azure is the provider. See, how they are providing the services globally is nothing but with their data centers. With their data centers. See, to launch the Windows server, I am connecting the Windows server using the Mumbai region data center. For that, I am selecting Mumbai region, I am selecting. Mumbai region, I am selecting. See, to launch and connect the Windows server, you are using which service you need to use it. Here you are using the EC2 service we are using. Which service you are using? The EC2 service we are using. EC2 stands for the Elastic Cloud Computing. EC2 stands for the Elastic Cloud Computing. Using the EC2 service, whatever the servers you need it, as per your needs, you can launch the servers and you can connect it and you can connect the servers also. See, in this session, I want to launch the Windows server. Windows server, right? So for that, what are the steps we have to follow? See, remember friends, I'm not installing the Windows operating system in my laptop. I want to launch the Windows server using the AWS in Mumbai region data center. For that, what are the steps we have to follow? There, the first step is you have to open your AWS account. You have to open your AWS account. And then you have to select the region, that is, here I am selecting the region is Mumbai region I am selecting. Mumbai region I am selecting. Then to launch the Windows server, we have to choose the EC2 service. We have to choose the EC2 service. See how we have to choose the EC2 service. Those are recently visited services. You have to select the EC2 service here. Or here in services, at the top left side services option is there. Under the compute service is there. Under EC2 service is there. You have to click on that one also. Or here on search box, you have to type it, the EC2. You have to select the EC2 service. That is, we have to choose or we have to select the EC2 service. We have to select the EC2 service. Fine, fine. This is the AC2 service. This is the AC2 service. Just wait. Here in the previous session, I am using, those are the key page. Just I am deleting those key page. Then you got the clarity. I can delete those key page. And also in the previous, in the previous batches, I explained I am creating the security group also. I can delete those security groups. See. That is, first we have to check it in the AC2 dashboard. In the AC2 dashboard. See friends, how many instances are running? 0. How many instances are there? 0. How many key pages are there? 0. How many security groups are there? One security group is there, that the default security group. How many volumes are there? 0. Fine. See, one default security group is there. One default security group is there. Fine. Now, in this session, I want to launch the Windows server. To launch the Windows server, that is, we have to select here on left side of the EC2 service. Under the instances are there. Instances nothing but the mission or the server or the virtual mission. Here under the instances option is there. See, is there any instances are there? Is there any instances are there? No. I want to launch the instant. Here you may click on launch instance option is there, or you may click on launch instant option is there. Not to use anyone. Here you may use it, or here you may use it. Here I am chosen this is the option, launch instant. That is, we had to choose, or we had to select launch instant option. Launch instant option. Then the next step is, what is the next step? You have to give the instant name. See, I'm given the instant name is Windows Server Angular. You may give any name. That is, we have to give the instant name. I'm given the instant name is Windows Server Angular. You may give your name also. No problem. Then the next step is you need to choose the operating system image. The operating system image is nothing. Amazon mission image we have to choose. That is, see, the AWS is providing, Amazon Linux it is providing, Mac operating system, Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat Linux, right? SUSE Linux, as per your needs, which operating system we have to select it. See, in this session, I am launching the Windows server. That's why you need to select it. I am selecting the Windows operating system. I am selecting Windows. Okay. Windows operating system I am selecting. Fine. Next. Then the next step is, you have to scroll down. Here, if you click on this arrow mark, Amazon mission images are there. What is AMI is nothing but AMI is a template. The AMI is a template. It contains software configurations, that is, which includes operating system, application server, and the applications required to launch your instance. See, in this session, I am launching the Windows server. That's why, which operating system I am taken? Windows. Which Amazon mission image I am taken? Windows I am selecting. Okay, scroll down. If we click on this arrow mark, some of them are mentioned here on right side, free tier eligible one. You have to scroll down. See, some of them are not mentioned anyone. Not mentioning free tier means they are the paid version. Friends, to tier eligible one, we have to choose it. I am selecting the free tier eligible one. Then it is providing the EMI ID. It is providing. See, friends, okay, that is here. That is, we Have to select system image. Bed here. I am chosen the Windows. I am chosen Windows. I am chosen. Fine. Then the next step is see the any instant. You may launch the Linux server, you may launch the Windows server, you may launch the Mac operating system, anyone, the instant type. Launching the any server, the three things are required. The three things are nothing but one is CPU it is required, CPU it is required. Second one is memory is required, memory is required. Third one is your hard disk is required. Your hard disk is required. That is, we have to select the instant type. We have to select the instant type. That is the instant type. It is providing the CPUs and the memory it is providing. See friends, that is here the instant type. If we click on this one, compare instant option is there. You have to click on this one. See, in Mumbai region, see friends, here in Mumbai region, how many instant types which are provided? 538 instant types. As per your business needs, we have to choose the instant type. See, there are many instant types are there in Mumbai. As per your requirement, as per your business needs, we have to choose it. Suppose if we are selecting T2.2 extra large, how many CPUs it is providing? 8 CPUs are providing. How much memory it is providing? 32 GB memory it is providing. What is the network performance? Moderate it is providing. Okay. Suppose we have to scroll down. You have to scroll down. If you are choosing the instant type is A1.4 extra large, how many CPUs it is providing? 16 GB. How much memory it is providing? 32 GB memory it is providing. What is the network performance? Up to 10 gigabytes it is providing. See friends, you are for practicing purpose. You are for practicing purpose. See, for that we have to choose the instant type is T2.micro, we have to choose it. If we are chosen T2.micro, it is providing 12 months of the free service it is provided. Per month, 750 hours free service it is provided. If we are chosen T2.micro, how many CPUs it is providing? 1 CPU it is providing. How much memory it is providing? 1 GB it is providing. What is the network performance? Low to moderate. If we are chosen other than T2.micro, then you are getting bill to your AWS. I'll tell you in the next upcoming session how to create your AWS free tier account. How to create your AWS free tier account and what are the limitations of the AWS free tier account also I have to explain. See, to launch the Windows server, I am selecting the instant type is T2.micro I am selecting. How many CPUs it is provided? 1 CPU. How much memory it is provided? 1 GB. What is the network performance? Low to moderate. I am selecting the instant type is T2.micro. Here also it is providing friends 1 CPU, 1 GB memory. That is, the next step is you need to select the instant type. You need to select the instant type. See, what is the instant type I am chosen here? T2.micro. Why I am chosen T2.micro? It is providing the free service. 1 year of the free service it is providing. How many CPUs it is providing? 1 CPU it is providing. How much memory it is providing? 1 GB memory it is providing. And then what is the hard disk capacity? What is the hard disk capacity? We'll see that. We'll see that. Then the next step is that if you want to connect the Windows machine, if you want to connect Linux server, you need to create the key. Then the next step is you need to create the key pair. You need to create the key pair. How to create the key pair? That is, to create the key pair, you have to click on, if already existed key pairs are there, you have to click on this app. Otherwise, if you want to create the new key pair, You have to click on create new key pair option is there. You have to click on create new key pair. Then we have to give the key pair name. I am given the key pair name is Windows Server key and given. Windows Server key and given. Copy this key pair name and then we have to paste it here in the notepad. Fine. Then the key pair type is RSA. We have to select it. The private key file format for Windows Server, you have to select PEM file format. We have to select and then click on create key pair. Key pair is downloaded in my downloads option. If we have doubt, you have to see that in my downloads. That is PEM file is there. PEM file is there. Windows Server key PEM file is downloaded. Fine. That is, I am creating the key pair. What is the key pair name I am given? Windows Server key and. Fine. Then the next step is to launch the Windows Server network settings. What is that? The network settings. Here in network settings, start to click on edit option. Right now, we have to choose the default VPC. Whatever the VPC is there, that default VPC, we have to choose it as is. VPC stands for the virtual private cloud. I'll tell you in upcoming session. In my codes, I have mentioned the VPC virtual private cloud. I have to explain 7 to 8 hours regarding the VPC services. Right now, we have to choose the default VPC. We have to choose it. See, in Mumbai region, there are 3 subnets. AP South 1E, AP South 1B, AP South 1C. If I am selecting AP South 1A, my Windows Server will be launched in AP South 1. If I am selecting AP South 1B, my Windows Vision will be launched in AP South 1. If I am not given any preference, means the Windows Server can be launched in any of the availability zone. Any one of the availability zone can be launched. Auto assign public IP, that is enabled. Then in network settings, firewalls. Why the firewalls it is used is security group. This is a set of firewall routes. It controls the traffic for your instant. But that you are creating the security groups, add rules to allow the specific traffic to reach your instant. But then we have to create the security group. Here, I'm creating the security group name for our understanding purpose. I'm given the security group name is Windows Server SGN. Copy the security group name and paste it here in the description. And also we have to paste it here in the no. This is the security group name and This is the security group. Fine. See, you are launched the Windows Server inbound security group rule. It's automatically providing type is RTP, remote desktop protocol. Port range is 3389. Source type here I am selecting, anywhere I am selecting. That is, if we click on this one, my IP address is there. If I am selecting my IP address, my laptop IP address can be provided. That is, if you know my AWS account, if you know my AWS web server, the key pair and the password, PPK PEM file and the password, you know the username and the password, then you can connect only in my lab. Suppose instead of that, if I am selecting custom, then you need to enter the IP address. The administrator will take care. Suppose if I am selecting source is any type, source is anywhere I am selecting, that is if you know my AWS account credential, if you know my Windows Server username and the password, then you can connect it any place, any location, at any time, you have to connect my Windows. See, I am selecting the anywhere I am given. See, friends, you are launched the Windows Server. What is the type it is providing? RDP it is providing. What is the port range it is provided? 3389 it is provided. 3389 it is provided. Fine. Then the next step is I am selecting the type is RDP, default it is provided. Port range is 3389. Source type is anywhere. Anywhere. See friends, you are launched the Windows server from Mumbai recent data center. It is providing the storage is 30 GB. That is nothing but the default storage. It's the root volume it is providing. Sir, I need the additional volume, then add new volume option is there. Right now, I am not given any new volume. In upcoming session, I have to use additional volume of disk. Default, how much storage it is providing? 30 GB storage it is providing. 30 GB storage it is provided. Fine. Then, I am not given advanced details right now. In upcoming session, I have to use the advanced details also. Then here at the right side, it is providing the summary details. That is, what is the Amazon mission image you are using, right? What is the instant type you are using? What the security group you are using? How much storage it is providing? If you are chosen the Windows server, and what is the free tier limitations it is providing? That is anywhere first year includes 750 hours of T2.micro or T3.micro. In regions in which T2.micro it is not available, that is in the Mumbai region, this is providing 750 hours per year, so per month it is provided. How many years it is providing means 12 months of the free service it is providing. How much storage it is providing? 30 GB storage it is providing. There are the details which are providing, and then click on launch instant. That is the instant will be launched in the Mumbai region. Windows server is launched in the Mumbai region. See friends, what is the instant state? Pending. What is the instant state? Pending. That is, after that, we have to click on launch instant option. Launch instant option. Launch instant option. Just wait for a few minutes. Then the instant state is running. Then I am connecting the Windows server. See friends, if you move this scroll bar, it is providing the details. This is the instant name, Windows server. This is the instant ID for my Windows server. The instant state, right now it is showing running. While launching the instant type I am chosen T2.micro. See friends, in Mumbai region, how many instant types are there? 538 instant types. Status check, right now it is not providing. See, after 1 or 2 minutes, the status check it is showing 2 by 2. Why it is showing the status check is 2 by 2? In upcoming classes, I have to explain. So alarms I am not given. See, I am not given in the network setting, edit option, subnet preference I am not given. My Windows machine can be launched in AP South 1A. This is the public IPv4 DNS of my Windows machine. This is the public IPv4. Elastic IP I am not using. Monitoring tools I am not using. This is the security group name I am using while launching the Windows server. While launching the Windows server, this is the key pair I am using. This is the launch date and time which is showing. That is, if you move this scroll bar, it is showing the details. It is showing the details. If we are selecting the instant, at the bottom also it is showing the details. Instant ID, public IPv4, private IPv4, instant state, all the details which are showing. All the details which are showing at the bottom. At the bottom. Now I copy the public IPv4 of the Windows server. I have to note down in the notepad. This is the public IPv4. This is the public IP address. The public IP address I copied it. Similarly, I have to note down the private IP address of my Windows server. See, I have to copy the private IP address of the Windows server. Paste it here in the notepad. In the note. Sir, I am launching the Windows server in Mumbai recent data center in AWS. Using the EC2 service, I launched the Windows server in Mumbai recent data center. Sir, I need to connect this Windows server. How can you connect this Windows server? That is, we have to use the remote desktop connection. We have to use the remote desktop connection. Remote desktop connection, we have to use it. See, if you are using the Windows operating system in your laptop, that is, no need to download remote desktop connection file. In your laptop, remote desktop connection option is there. We have to use this one. Sir, I am using Linux operating system. I am using the Mac operating system in my laptop. Don't worry about that. See friends, I have to select the instance in Mumbai region. At the top, connect option is there. At the top, connect option is there. At the top, connect option is there. You have to go for connect option. See, here session manager is there. RDP client is there. Serial console option is there. You have to click on RDP client. See, if we are using Windows operating system in your laptop or in your desktop, remote desktop connection is there. See, I am using Windows operating system. Remote desktop connection is there. Suppose if we are using Linux operating system or the Mac operating system, we have to download remote desktop file using EC2 service, using your instance. And also we have to note down what is the public DNS of this Windows server. This is the public DNS of the Windows server. This is the public DNS of the Windows server. And also we have to note down what is the username for the Windows server. The username for the Windows server is administrator. Sir, to connect this Windows machine, I need the password. I need the password. See friends, while launching the Windows machine, I'm download the key pair PEM file format and do. With that PEM file format, I'm getting the password. How to get the password is, you have to click on get password option is there. You have to click on get password option. Here, you have to select upload private key file option is there. See, in my downloads, my PEM file is there. You have to select your PEM file. Whatever the PEM file you are downloaded, that's I am downloaded while launching the Windows server keys. That one we have to select it. Click on open. Scroll down, friends. Here decrypt password option is there. Have to click on decrypt password option. Then you are getting the password. You are getting the password. See, I copy and pasted the password in my notepad. Fine. Sir, I want to connect the Windows server from Mumbai recent data center. How can you connect the Windows server? That is using the remote desktop connection. See, I'm using the Windows operating system. That's why I'm using remote desktop connection. I have to open this one. Then it is asking the computer. Means you need to enter the IP address, public IP address, or you may copy and paste it, public DNS of the Windows instance. Copy this one. Here you have to paste it here. Here you have to paste it here. This is the public DNS. You copy this one. Here you need to paste it here. And click on connect option. Click on connect option. Then it is asking the username. What is the username for the Windows server? Administrator. Copy this username and paste it here. Or you have to type the administrator. And you need to enter to connect your Windows server from Mumbai recent data center. You need to enter the password. See, if single character is missing, then your Windows server cannot be connected. That's why I copy this password and then you have to paste it here. And then click on OK. Click on yes. Then your Windows mission, Windows server is connected from Mumbai recent data center. I am not installed the Windows operating system. I launched the server from Mumbai recent data center. Mumbai recent data center. Just I follow the steps. With that step, I am launch and connect the Windows server from Mumbai recent data center. Mumbai recent data center. Right? So it's taking time, 1 or 2 minutes time. Meanwhile, if anyone have any questions regarding that, I'll tell you what the content I have to cover in my training program. In my training program, see already at the beginning, I am saying that I am providing the training is 40 days of the training. Here in this 40 days of the training, once you registered the course, every day recording videos you got it and class material you got it. At the end of the training, then you got the AWS interview questions. That is when you are attempting the AWS global certification, how the previously asked the questions and answers I am providing. For that AWS dumps I am providing. And at the end of the training, whatever the each and every session I explain with hands-on, the screenshot explanation I'm providing at the end of the training. At the end of the training. Here we have to click on yes. Yes. This is the day one demo session. In this demo session, I have to explain that how we have to define the cloud computing. The cloud computing, which is defined as for storing and accessing the data on computing services over the internet connection. Without internet connection, we can't access the data, we can't store the data, we can't use the services. And also, friends, I am saying that the cloud computing, which is providing on-demand availability of computing services. On-demand availability of computing services is nothing but if you need the server, then it is providing the servers. See that. In this session, I launch and connect the Windows server. If you want, launch and connect the Linux server, you can also connect. In the next session, I have to explain. Right? The cloud computing, which is providing on-demand availability of computing services, like the servers are providing, the data storage it is providing, networking it is providing, databases are providing. That is nothing but the cloud computing, which is providing on-demand availability of computing services. See friends, my Windows server is connected from Mumbai recent data set. See, this is my instant name. This is the host name. This is the instant ID. This is the private IP address of my instant Windows server. This is the Windows server public IP address. While launching the Windows server, I am given the instant name is t2.micro. See, this instant can be launched in AP South 1A, right? The memory it is providing, 1 GB memory it is providing, network performance is low to moderate it is providing. That is, at the right side, it is showing the details. At the right side, it is showing the details, right? So I'm launching the Windows server from Mumbai recent data center. And also, friends, I am saying that while launching the Windows server, but the default storage it is providing, 30 GB storage it is providing. Where you got the 30 GB storage is nothing but you have to click on File Explorer. This is newly launched Windows server. You have to click on this PC. See, friends, are you able to see 30 GB storage? Here, some space will be allocated. That is for your operating system purpose. Windows Server operating system purpose. The remaining is providing the free space. I'm not adding for this Windows mission any additional new volume of disk. Like that, it is providing the service. The cloud computing, it is providing on-demand availability of computing services. Like the servers are providing, data storage it is providing. If you want to connect the databases, it is connecting the databases. If you want to connect the MySQL, if you want to connect the SQL, if you want to connect the MariaDB, you can connect it, right? That the cloud computing is providing on-demand availability of computing services can be provided. On-demand availability of computing services can be provided. Fine. See, friends, in my training session, I had to cover, those are the content I had to cover. See, I'm providing the training is associate level training I'm providing. See, first 1 or 2 days I had to explain the introduction to the cloud computing. What is cloud computing? What are the service models are there? What are the deployment models in cloud computing? And the AWS introduction. The AWS global infrastructure I have to explain how it is providing globally their services with the help of their data center. But that I have to explain the global infrastructure. And then the compute service. One by one, I have to explore one by one features. That is how to launch the Windows server, how to launch the Linux server, and how we had to convert a PPK file from PEM format to PPK file, how you can create the security group, how to transfer the files from your laptop or desktop to launched Windows server, how to transfer files from your laptop to launched Linux server, right? But that transfer files to the servers concept is there. And then if you are launching the Linux server, how that Linux server you are make as a web server. For that, what are the steps we had to follow? I had to explain the web server concept. Similarly, for Windows mission, how you make as a web server, I had to explain. And also the how we had to create the EC2 service, placement group. See, for balancing the load, the AWS is providing
different types of load balancers are provided. Classic load balancer, application load balancer, network load balancer, gateway load balancer, it is provided. I have to explain with hands-on classic load balancer, application load balancer, network load balancer, I have to explain. And also when festival season will begin, if we are using Amazon or the Flipkart.com, they are providing the offers so that the many users are using those one Flipkart and Amazon.com in Diwali and the Dasara offers, right? Automatically that application server burden is increased because more number of users are using that. See, to avoid this one, it is adding one more CPUs. How it is added? After festival season is over, the offers they are removed so that the users are decreased, not accessing those. Automatically, the CPU burden is decreased. How to remove the CPUs? That is nothing but we have to explain in auto scaling concept. Each and every concept I have to explain with hands-on only. This 40 to 45 days of the training. Only 1 or 2 days I have to explain the theory concept. The remaining days are with hands-on only. Status check. See friends, that is I'm launching today's session, Windows Server I'm launching. What is the status check it is providing? See, just we have to see that. Just we have to see that. What is the status check it is there? 2 by 2 it is there. Why it is showing that 2 by 2? In upcoming session I have to explain. That is a status check concept, right? How we have to protect the instance from termination, how we have to scale up and scale down. See, while launching the Windows server, I am providing 1 CPU, 1 GB memory I am providing. So day by day, your business will be increased. Then you need to increase the resources, means you need to increase the number of CPUs and the memory, right? And you need to increase the hard disk capacity. That is nothing but the scale up feature. How we are providing the scale up? The scale up, the reverse process is nothing but the scale down. How we have to scale down, right? Scale out on scaling concept. All those things I am providing with hands-on in my training program. How to take the snapshot, how we have to move snapshot from Mumbai region to Singapore region or Mumbai region to any other region, right? And how we had to create customized Amazon mission images, how we had to create EC2 alarms, we had to create it, right? Command line interfaces, Elastic Beanstalk, AWS Lambda service, storage. That is how we had to create the additional volume of disk for the Linux mission, how we can attach that additional volume to the Linux server, how we had to attach how we had to attach the additional volume to the Windows mission. That is attaching and detaching for the additional volume I had to explain for the Linux server and also the Windows server. And then I have to explain the elastic file system. That the elastic file system which is used for sharing the files from one Linux server to another Linux server, we are using the elastic file system. And then for storing the data, we have to create the buckets using the S3. How to create the bucket, how to upload the object, how we have to enable the versioning feature, how we have to use the static web hosting, and what are the different storage classes are there, how we have to use the replication concept. It is providing the two types of replication, same region replication and the cross region replication. Those many features which are discussed in S3. And also after completion of that, I have to explain the identity and access management. See, when you join the industry, when you join the company, that is, let us assume that there are 300 employees. The management cannot provide each and every employee with their individual credit card or debit card. They are not creating their accounts to you. They are creating the IAM users. They are creating the groups. How to create IAM users? What permissions you are given for the IAM users? Right? I have to explain in identity and access management concept. Identity and access management concept. Okay. And also how we had to attach for more authentication purpose, multi-factor authentication is there. How to apply multi-factor authentication for root user, how to apply multi-factor authentication for the IAM user. And then the virtual private cloud. I have to explain those many features one by one. It is taking the time is 7 to 8 days it is taking the time. And then Athena concept I have to explain. And the route 53, there are different routing policies are there. In route 53, I have to explain those routing policies also. If you want to connect the database, MySQL, and also the DynamoDB, I have to explain in database concept. Security options are also there. And those are the application services I have to explain one by one in this 40 days of the trade. Monitoring tools are there, CloudWatch, logs, metrics, trade, billing alarms are there. And also migration and transfer, that also I have to explain. Okay. So at the end, I have to explain the two projects I have to explain. One which is related to VPC, EC2 and the RDS. Second one is related to the S3. Right. So that is those are the content I have to cover in my training program. Yes. Sunil Kumar. If you yes, some of them are asking the question. That is how long do we access all the recording videos? That is once you register the course, after completion of the training, that is to complete the training, minimum it is taking 2 months. That's why I'm saying that 40 to 45 days of the training. It's plus or minus 2 days. 43 hours or 45 hours may be taken. Right? The previous batches, I'm taking the classes 44 days I'm taking. Right? And once the course will be completed, on that day onwards, 6 months we can access the recording videos. 6 months you can access the recording videos. You need to share the content. Sushil Kumar.
Yes, sir, I need it. You can share it.
Yes, I can share this content also. Wait. Yeah. I'll send it to your my AWS content in the chat box. The file I'm sent it. You can download it. Those are the content I had to cover. Yes, that's why Vinod Kumar. I'm given the training at associate level. At the ending, I am providing what the previously asked questions and the answers I am providing, the AWS dumps I am providing. Javid is asking question, sir, what if you share recording daily after the lecture? Yes, after that, within 24 hours, you got the recording videos. See, today classes over. Within 24 hours, you got today recording video tomorrow. Within 24 hours, we got the recording video. That is, they shared the recorded videos through the drive link. Javid. Okay, fine. And anyone have any questions? That is, someone is asking the question. Ramal is asking the question, what the reason for creating the Windows server on EC2 using the original Windows 11 operating system? The reason is as per your business requirements. Let us see, friends, that is you are using the cloud environment. Nowadays, the organization or the companies, they are not ready to purchase the servers. They are not ready to purchase it. They are using the service. How many months they are using, how many years they are using, right? Accordingly, they are paying the money. That is to purchase with high-end configuration servers, they need to invest the money. The companies, they are not ready to invest the money. They are using the service. But that whatever the service they are using for how many months or how many years, accordingly, they are paying the amount to the provider. Whoever providing the service, they are pay the money. They are pay the money. Right? Right? Clear? Clear your doubt? Ramal, clear your doubt? Okay. Okay, Vinod Prasad. That's already I mentioned. Okay. Fine. If anyone have any questions, unmute your mic also. No problem. Unmute your mic also. No problem. You can talk with me. If anyone have any questions, today's session I explain how we are defining the cloud computing. That is, I have to launch and connect the Windows server. Friends. Okay. If anyone have any questions, this is the demo session, friends. Today and tomorrow is the demo session. Today and tomorrow is the demo session. Ramesh, any question? Sajid Javid. Yes. Good evening, Ramesh. Ramesh, good evening. Yeah, okay. Susil Kumar, any questions? Ramel, any questions? Vinod Prasad, any questions regarding content, AWS content and today's session regarding the training program? Any questions? Sri Kashi, any questions? Any questions, you can freely ask it. Pramal. Yes, good evening, Pramal.
Yeah, just to clarify, you mentioned the recordings and the material is only available for 6 months.
Yes.
Okay. So after the 6 months, and then everything just disables for the course materials and the videos.
Yes, I had to upload every day. See, friends, today I explained that how to launch and connect the Windows server. For that, what are the steps we had to follow? See, the steps also I am providing every day. Class material I had to upload it. See, friends, those are the steps we had to follow. What is the EC2 service? Using EC2 service, what we had to do? What are the steps we had to follow? Pin to pin, I have mentioned. That is, if you follow these steps, then we can launch and connect your Windows machine. Like that way, I have to prepare the material. Every day after completion of the class, then I have to upload the material to the drive link. Right? Clear? After the training is over, then you got the 6 months of the access to that drive link. Material will be downloadable. No problem. Material is downloadable. Okay. Friends, clear?
Oh yeah. So all the materials and all of the course like videos is downloadable, right? During those 6 months you
No. You
mentioned.
can watch the videos n number of times. They are not providing downloading option. You can watch the video n number of times. Material I am providing the downloadable. Okay. The recording videos point of view, DURGASOFT will be taken care. For uploading the material, I am taken care. Okay. Fine. Anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions regarding today's session? Yeah. See, friends, after completion of your practice, then we can terminate the instant or you can stop the instant. Stopping the instant is nothing but like shutdowning the mission. How to stop the instant? Instant or the mission or the server, the same terminology I'm using. I want to stop the instant. For that, select the instant, go for the instant state, stop instant option is there. You have to click on stop instant, click on stop that. Then the instant can be shut down. Stopping instant is nothing but shutdowning your laptop. When you are stopping the instant, automatically this connection will be closed. See, friends, this connection will be closed. And if you need tomorrow or day after tomorrow or after 1 week, after 1 month, then you need to connect this server. It's very simple. Very simple. You have to select the instant. No need to follow from beginning of the step to the ending of the step. Just we have to select the instant. Go for the instant state. See, start instant option is there. Click on start instant. Then your instant Windows server is connected from Mumbai recent data center. The instant state is pending. Wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Then the instant state is running. Then we can connect your Windows machine using the remote desktop connection. See, friends, for perfect practicing purpose, what I am given the suggestion is we have to terminate the instant. How to terminate this instant is select the instant, go for the instant state, terminate instant option is there. You have to click on terminate instant. Then first it is shutdowning from Mumbai recent data center and then terminated from Mumbai recent data center. See, you have to see the EC2 dashboard. How many instances are running? 0, because just now I am terminating the instant. But instant is showing, that is at the back end, it will be terminated. But here in front end, it is shutdowning and then terminated. It's taking time, just half an hour time it is taking. Half an hour to 1 hour. Just refreshing the browser. See, key pairs and the security groups are there. One key pair I am created while launching the Windows server. The name I am given as Windows Server key. See, the key pairs and the security groups, AWS will not be charged. This is the key pair I am creating while launching the Windows mission. While launching the Windows mission. How many volumes are there? 0. 0. Right? See, after completion of the practice, we had to terminate the instant. Right? Then if you want to practice the next day, the same concept and some additional feature I am saying, then we have to follow. Then your practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. Okay. Then one more friend is asking the question. That is Vishalakshi. Can we do project in after these sessions? Yes, at the end, I have to explain the 2 projects I have to explain. One is related to the VPC, EC2 and the RTS. One project I have to explain. And the another project is related to the S3 I have to explain. Okay. Clear? Clear? Fine. If anyone have any questions, Javid asking the question, sir, I am using Ubuntu. What the best client? That is, whatever the company you are following, that we have to do it. If a company is using Ubuntu, then we can do that. We can do that. I'll tell you tomorrow session how to launch and connect the Linux server. How to launch and connect the Linux server. I'll tell you upcoming session how we are protect the instant to the instant. How we have to protect the instant to your server. I'll tell you upcoming session. No problem. Okay, wait. Vishalakshi, wait.
Yeah, hello, Seshadri sir. Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Vinod.
Sorry to interrupt you. Actually,
okay, no problem, no problem. You can ask the question. You can clarify your doubts.
Yeah, actually, sir, Java professionals, and I'm actually looking for the morning classes, like either from 7 to 8 or 8 to 9. So, did it possible that I will get
You can
in this
contact
time?
DURGASOFT. They are arranging the session. Okay.
Okay, so like, is this taught by you or you only or other teaching professionals?
You can ask it. You can ask it. They can arrange. No problem.
Okay, but your class I can't attend, right? Like if I want to in morning sessions.
Okay. Okay. Morning slot is also free. They can schedule it. They can plan it. Okay.
Sure. Okay,
You can
I will contact to the
DURGASOFT.
reception desktop.
DURGASOFT you can contact.
Yeah.
That is, if you have any questions regarding the training and the course details, all those things, already they are sending the message to the chat box. You can
Sure.
contact those numbers.
Yep.
I'll send it to you again.
Sure.
Those are the contact numbers, sir. You can contact it. Okay. Fine. If any questions? Yeah, thank you, Vinas. If any questions? If no questions, then I'll end the session. Tomorrow is the day 2 demo session, right? This is a day 1 demo session and tomorrow is the day 2 demo session. Once the demo sessions will be over, only the registered students, they are providing the link. Yeah. Any question? Ramal.
Yes, I had put one in the chat. If you just stop the instance, will Amazon still bill you,
Amazon?
or do you have to terminate it? Yeah. So do you have like when you stop the instance, does Amazon still bill you for the instance, or do you have to terminate it to not be
That is
billed?
see, in the companies or the industries, they never stop or they never terminate the instant. The server is running 24/7, 365 days it is running. Once they terminate the instant, the entire data has to be lost. But for practicing, why I am suggesting you is, for practicing purpose, we have to terminate it. Tomorrow I have to explain how to transfer the files from your laptop to launched Windows server, from your laptop to launched Linux server, right? Then we have to follow the steps. Then only your practice is perfect. But in the real time, the server can never terminate it. Never terminate it. Clear? Clear?
Yes. Yes.
But for practicing purpose, I am given the suggestion. After completion of your practice, we have to terminate it. That's what I am saying. Okay. After the free tier limitation is over, then you got a bill to your AWS account. Unnecessarily, we have to pay the amount to the provider. I'll tell you in upcoming session how to create your AWS free tier account. What are the limitations also? Right? Fine. Fine. Any questions? Any questions? If no questions, then I'll end the session. Thank you for attending the demo session. Tomorrow we have to meet the same time. Thank you. I'll end the session.